elect representatives to the British government. In 1773, Americans in Massachusetts dumped a shipload of British tea into
Listening requires passion, but pretending to listen requires talent. Everyone, hello and assalamualaikum. I hope everyone is still in one piece despite this pandemic. Let's get straight down to business. Have you ever been in a scenario where you felt compelled to remain in an event for hours on end, listening to extensive speeches that you found boring or uninteresting? Yep, just like the video just watched just now. Not only that, but it has gotten worse in this pandemic era where we have to sit in front of a laptop or computer every day for online classes. To be honest, as a student who has been studying online for almost 2 years, staying awake and focused during long hours lectures is even more difficult than sitting for the test. Many students have skipped classes day after day due to emotions of burnout, demotivation, and other factors. It has gotten worse and shows no sense of abating. Are you planning on skipping lessons as well? Yes? No? Well, if you have it, it's fine. Why don't we figure out how to make it appear as if we are paying attention when we are not? Well, you are in luck. Since today, I would like to proudly share the pro recommendations with everyone who has been dealing with this critical scenario. Are you eager to learn more about this topic? Yes? Prepare your pens and paper. The top 3 topics I would like to discuss are your body language, smiling and nodding, and your eyes. Do not worry, we will explore far deeper into each point to answer all your burning concerns. To begin, we will talk about the most important topic, body language. What is it that comes to mind when you hear the word body language? Is it possible that our bodies are speaking? Is there a language that our bodies speak? What is the most effective technique to understand? Body language, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, is the movement or posture of your body that communicates your feeling to others without using words. It can be defined as a non-verbal communication in a nutshell. Deborah Bull, an English dancer, writer, broadcaster, and the Royal Opera House's creative director, said body language is a very powerful tool. We have body language before we had speech, and it appears that we understand 80% of what we hear in a conversation through our bodies rather than our words. The main concern is, how do we appear attentive in virtual life since most activities are done online, including classes? Do you want to try your hand at it? Let's start with physical posture. As we all know, posture is really essential, and there are a few things you should avoid doing when in an online class or virtual meeting. First and foremost, avoid leaning on the desk, as this gives the impression that you are bored and uninterested in the talk. Next, do not cross your arms, as this may indicate that you are not paying attention to what is being said. Remember, our goal is to appear attentive when we are not. As a result, we can sit closer to the edge of our seats so that we appear involved in the conversation, as well as relax and expand our shoulder to indicate that we are confident and totally engaged in the meeting. Now that you're aware that your posture might fool others, let's move on to the second point, smile and nod. We have all heard the phrase, fake it until you make it, which can be applied to a variety of situations. Fake it until you make it by agreeing with your irritated mom whom you can stand when she's pestering. Fake it until you make it by acting as if you enjoy being around your annoying friends so your friend does not notice your rudeness. All these situations are common. So when I say fake it to make it, I'm not implying that I'm being dishonest, bossy, or even disrespectful. I'm just saying that simply claiming to be paying attention by smiling and nodding will save you a lot of embarrassment. Smiling and nodding are 2 common ways to train your mind to always pay attention rather than ignoring someone, which could lead to the disturbing words, "Are you even listening to me?" The moment we hear this phrase, we know that we are caught red-handed. That is it. The end of our peaceful moment. If you ask me, I would rather pretend to be paying attention in hopes of reassuring someone that I'm deeply engaged than have them call me out on it. Let's face it, not every meeting with someone will be nice or exciting, but that shouldn't alter how you are seen. It's also not about deception, it's about surviving. That's a professional and respectful way of surviving. When you smile and nod nicely, you demonstrate involvement and attentiveness, as well as reassuring someone that they are not being neglected, even if you are not constantly paying attention to what they are saying. Smiling and nodding also help to reawaken the body and lift you out of your heads. Everything you have done thus far will save your time and win you some brownie point. You may despise your smile, but you have no idea how many people are drawn to it. Simply smile and nod your head and the person speaking to you has already been tricked. Isn't it incredible? Let's not waste any more time. Let's discuss the last point of the topic, the eyes. After discovering how mind-blown our body and face are you eager to uncover the least noticeable feature of our face? The eyes. Let's get started. Looking to the left and down indicates that we are getting information, but looking to the right and down indicates self-doubt. Gazing left and straight suggests that we are having self-dialogue before returning to the discussion, whereas looking to the right and straight means we are like. As far as I could remember, a guest speaker who once come to my high school said gazing to the right activates creativity while looking to the left activates memory. When listening to speeches or lectures, maintaining direct eye contact demonstrates that we are genuinely engaged in the issue being discussed. Expanding eye signals wonder and surprise. This reaction can be used if the speaker or your lecturer suddenly start telling jokes. Although the eye movement I stated earlier imply a favorable reaction, be cautious with this eye movement because they indicate the opposite. When talking to someone in class or in public, never roll or rub your eyes since it shows disbelief, impatience, and anger, and it may lead to other parties to feel offended. Blinking rapidly indicates boredom, but it can also indicate that you are overly excited at times. Can you guess the truth behind irregular blinking if quick blinking denotes boredom? It demonstrates you're attempting to tell lies. Lies would be infrequently when telling lies according to a study published in the Journal of Non-Verbal Behavior and reported on the Telegraph. The liars will then rapidly speed up their blinking by around 8 times the pace of normal blinking soon after the falsehood is delivered. I was blown away after learning all the hidden interesting fact about the eyes because it made me realize that every part of the body speaks without us even realizing it, and others can interpret it in a variety of ways. Do you feel the same way too? I'm sure there are plenty of other useful and tricky ways to appear attentive when we are not, but these are the simplest and most immediate. Body language, smile and nods, and the eyes. To summarize what has been discussed, it is essential to use these techniques only when they are required, including virtual meeting or real-life meeting. Although some people may view this topic negatively, let us outsmart them and turn it into a positive way by using it when necessary. To highlight, all actions are taken at your own risk and you should never blame others for your own missteps. Nevertheless, it is up to you to put it into practice. Thank you for lending your ears, time and consideration. Have an amazing day, everyone.